EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami.
And that drive. This coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I'm like 20. Here, 56. I'm here all day. Month 56. Month 56.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Yellow. RWA. 6-man. Check cross, check cross, check cross. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick, the Mississippi State man, Chris Jones with a sack there. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
Check hustle up.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Graham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
52 and 56. Hey, Alpha.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Regular. 56, right there. 56. Come off the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Middle. 53, come on. 53.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Josh Rosen taking it in as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game, 1st half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Chiefs. Mike 52, Mike 52. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Yellow. Okay, just like that.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Fitzpatrick. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They run it with Balaj. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Bravo! 56, right there, 56.
Now Balaj. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They'll try and run with Balaj. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. The 40, 20, 10. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And now the Chiefs will bring the offense onto the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Mike. Alpha. Check 55, Mike.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Fitzpatrick. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Stays on his feet. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On third down, here's Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
43, 15. Attack.
But it brings up fourth down.
Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Balaj. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 50 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Again, it's Williams. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike, check, 59. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Kill. 6 guys.
Hero, 15.
Check three. Box trap. 9. Protein spell. Watch the run. Mike, check. 59. Hey.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Yellow.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Hey, Ripple is. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Check 52.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Butker's kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Henry. 53 is the mic. You got night.
To throw on 2nd down. Grant dancing to his left. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw deep down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Parker unable to get that one.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
I'm coming after you.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Yellow. 40.
You can't hang.
Hey, 57, 57.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, D.
Mahomes going to throw it here. It's Hill, complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 47 yards.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Ready. 60 or.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Let's get it.
Quit talking about it. Check.
You kill.
Hatchet.
Strong.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, and deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate. Because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Jacobs.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
First down, Raiders.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Carr. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That's good for 28 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Into the red zone. It's Carr. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Tanner Vallejo coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Carr going to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle. And they're going to get him. They bring him down with a sack back at the 16-yard line. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Murray, that'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check three, check three, check three.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, being chased out left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Raiders pick it up. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Shreds, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 60 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and that'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Murray now on first down. Throw caught here by Bird. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. First down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now Murray again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Rolling to his right. He'll run it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dre. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Almost 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
A final shot before half from Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray as time expires in the first half. As they are now on it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Drake. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. 3rd and long, Murray from his end zone. And able to find Kirk complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for the Cardinals.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Murray now on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Ready. Watch it, you find. God knows, ready. Check.
Murray keeps it himself, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Foster Moreau, 53 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On first down, Murray. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Throwing on second and long. Murray.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. On first and 10, Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Murray now to throw. Out to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Cleveland Farrell able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On second and goal, Murray, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 6-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
To throw is Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running is Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 10. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 8, read. Let him know. Snap.
Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Now, you ready? 58 to mine. Bring it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a cut to the right, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point.